traveling Milwaukee Bucks today. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammates.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Hero, no good. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. Giannis outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Pass to Adebayo. There's Hero with a 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Pass to Ware. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks with a quick start to this game. That's tipped. And they get it back. Kuzma sets a screen. Second chance shot. Just 5 to shoot. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lillard with no one around. Offline with his 3.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Damian Lillard.
It's good from long range.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Kuzma outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Misses in close. The Heat trailed by 9. They set the pick to the inside. Kicks it out to Hero. Here's Adebayo. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. That's a 2 from Lillard. And again, the Bucks miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
First team foul.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee.
Jericho Sims. Bobby Portis.
Lillard outside.
Gary Trent.
To the middle. Sims.
Porter Jr.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Shoots the three. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll. Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Portis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Portis has got his first points of the game.
You got to put a body on Portis or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
Here's Hackett. Pass to Love. Miami needs to get a shot off. A jump hook. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and rolls.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And a new group in for the Heat. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And then Love with the jam.
Love showing you he can drive it, along with everything else he does out there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Inside, here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Love. Outside Robinson. On three-pointer, Wiggins. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 6. Prince misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
down low. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Boy, Wiggins does it in so many different ways. That scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
Outside Porter. Kick out to Giannis. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. They got some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:09 left to play in the first half. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Assisted by
Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Hero on the wing. Here's Highsmith. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Lillard looking around. The wing jumper off target. The Heat trail by 6 to the middle. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
There's the 3. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena.
30.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
The Heat trail by 7. In the corner, it's Robinson. Cranes the three-pointer. Robinson's got 7 points.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Heat trail by 4. Mark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
The three ball. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Robinson misses.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Giannis outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
With the floater. There's Lopez with the 3. Rebound by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kicks it out to Love. Clock at 6. Pass to Highsmith. Shoots from the elbow. Good work defensively by Lillard. Milwaukee leading by 6. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Jovic. Outside, Hero. Just 3 to shoot. Goes back up. Count it. Hero's got his first basket.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You did not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Giannis. And stolen by Love. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Substitution on the court.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Bucks ball.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
46 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard outside. Pass to Trent. Lillard right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Hackett. Inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Lillard from outside. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Milwaukee.
Timeout. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat Dancers.
Hero from long range. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee on top, leading by 5. And top.
The Bucks 40.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat, trailing by 5.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Porter. Outside Green. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Buries it from 3-point range.
Three-pointer.
And the Bucks lead by 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Down low. Pass to Adebayo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 8. Second shot opportunity. Giannis battling for the second look.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Bucks passing it around. Here's Prince. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero.
Substitution on the court.
Fires from 18. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Assist goes to
17 points for Lillard.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Robinson. And again, it's the Heat missing. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
It's deflected. They recover it. Pass to Lillard. And here is Lopez. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And a deep three from Lillard. Offensive rebound. The three sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Here's Adebayo. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Bucks leading by 15 from deep. And it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Hero from long range. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Green. There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. On offense, here are the Heat. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And no good as it rattles out. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's Green with the three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Pass to Ware. Shoots over Livingston. Ware, no good. Now here's Livingston. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get